My buddy Evan told me about this Thiev'es market over here. It's basically like an outdoor flea market, but it's supposed to have all sorts of tools, like really good name brand tools that are used and cheap. So we'll see what we find. I tell you, my wife is the fucking best. She has this thing where every time I'm trying to buy something and she's dealing with locals, I hear it instantly. She switches over to speaking Taiwanese instead of Chinese. Always making the friends, this, buddy. Not only do we make some new friends, probably gonna come back tomorrow and have some beers with these old guys. They're awesome. But check this out. He at first was saying $150 he wanted for it. And I was like, oh, I don't know about that. She did her little magic, she talked, and all of a sudden he says, okay, $45. Yeah, I'll take it for 45. Thank you, Ellie.
You're welcome.
Came back to the tool place. We're here earlier today, and it is incredibly crazy fucking packed. We had to come over to the parking lot. But we did bring a 6-pack of beer for those guys. They gave me a good deal on the tools. Alright, so we stayed a lot longer than we meant to. Basically, we walked through all the stands, all the places, and all the stalls, and a lot of these guys were way too high priced. We found a nice little married couple, and they did give me a great deal. I paid like 15 bucks on a DeWalt angle grinder, like a modern one. It's pretty nice. And I tested it out. Everything works great. The original guy we bought some tools from yesterday, gave him his beer. We had some beer. We ended up going back to his stand when it was all said and done because he's one of the only people here that's actually cool and willing to work a deal. Let's see if I can get this guy any lower on his price. There's really nothing wrong with his pricing. It's insanely good prices, but a big part of the culture here is haggling. You just always haggle, which was a real weird thing for me to adjust to. Not so much because I'm a Westerner, because there's plenty of Westerners that like to haggle, but it's just not the way I was raised. The way I was raised was, you know, if something costs a certain amount, then that's what you pay. You just pay the price. And if you don't want to pay the price, if it's too expensive, you say, okay, fine, and then you just don't buy it. That's how simple it is. Plus, maybe it's a personal thing, but I'm always concerned I'm going to offend somebody, like insult them by offering them too little on a product that is good and that they obviously know I'm interested in, they know I want, which is why I'm asking about it. But I've just had to adjust to how it is here, because that's just not the way it is here. Here, you haggle. That's the way it works. You haggle. And unfortunately, when I first went into that place, I was talking to a lot of these people at the stands. They were giving me these insanely high prices. And it didn't initially put me off, because I thought, oh, I get it, they just want to haggle. Like they're trying to give themselves more room to play with the price. But then we started trying to haggle with a lot of these people, and they would go down on price, but not very much. Like, they're asking for either retail or above retail for something that's old and beat up. And then you try to haggle your fucking ass off, and they might, maybe, agree to give you like $5 off, $10 off, something like that. Like, you're not even gonna get 20 off, so it's a waste of time. But with these guys, they're old school. You find the old men, that's the key. A lot of the old men, they're old school, they're doing this as a hobby. They don't have really anything invested in this stuff. They get it through their connections, or they've had it forever. And they're always trading with each other. So they've got a lot of this stuff on hand. They're always honest about whether it works or not, or what the issue is if there is one. They'll let you test it out. They'll let you plug it in. With the pneumatic tools, he let me hook it up to an air compressor and test the stuff out. He even put nails in the nail guns and then gave me a board so I could test them out and see which one has the most fucking oomph to it. And like, this real honest guys, like I said. And then when it's all said and done, they're willing to haggle. They're willing to already give you a pretty good price from the start, like a respectable price. But you play it the local way. You act buddy-buddy, you know, have a beer with them, talk, bullshit, joke, and then you're pretty instantly, you're a friend, you're a good guy, and they'll give you insane deals. So I already told Ellie, the price he gave us is already an insanely good price. I'm already totally willing to pay it. Like, without a doubt, it's an insanely good price. But she enjoys haggling, he enjoys haggling, so, like, yeah. If you can get him lower, go for it. But if he won't come lower, no problem, I'll totally pay it. So either way, I gotta do a U-turn so I can get into that parking lot over there, and when I pull up, I guess I'll find out how much I'm paying for it. Finally got everything loaded up. There's like 3 or 4 guys help. It's very, very friendly, very, very nice. I don't know if you can see it back there, but I got that compressor sticking out of the back, along with a whole bag full of pneumatic tools and a cordless impact driver and everything else. So this lady right here, once again, playing peacemaker and friendly lady, like getting all the deals. She had to sit down and start drinking. And the thing is you drink during the negotiation process. Friends, bargaining, this and that, you drink, but you can't let your cup get empty. So every time it starts getting low, they top you off. When we were there for a while, so she's feeling it.
I'm buzzing right now, and we're joking and talking. By the time I left there, I got 2 new boyfriends. I also told the guy, I said, you know, after I left here, I've been drinking so much, we might go home and have baby number 2. If we do have baby number 2, we're gonna bring the baby back here, and they're gonna meet the baby and stuff.
Oh, good day. Definitely a good day. Now we gotta go get something to eat. She especially has to get something to eat because she's got nothing in her belly except for beer right now.
I feel good.
Alright, so this big boy right here is an air compressor, obviously. 100 liter capacity. This is a 2 horsepower motor. It's got multiple outlets so you can run several hoses off the same machine. The thing works perfect. It's fantastic. The belt's good. Everything's good. I paid, when it's all said and done, about 150 bucks for it. Because I got this, that now gave me the knowledge that, okay, I'm free to start buying pneumatic tools. This is a Kawasaki 3/4 inch impact wrench. This is great. I spent $35 on this. Got a nail gun. If you're a construction guy and you're watching this, you know exactly how valuable these are. And now I've got one. Of course, it's also a smaller job, so this is a little pin nailer. It'll shoot those tiny little pin nails or staples out of this thing, and it also works great. I paid $30 for this one, and I paid $9 for this one. One of the things I was specifically wanting to get, also have my eye out for, was a die grinder. I paid $15 for this. Same guy I bought that from, I got this nice Hitachi angle grinder. This is actually a current model. Apparently this model is one that they have been making and selling for years, like the exact same model. And it still sells new for around 80 bucks. So like 70, 80 bucks, something like that. I paid, again, about 15 bucks for it. So then I came across this, tested it, works great. Working DeWalt angle grinder, paid 15 bucks for it. This, at first I didn't know anything about it. It at first glance looks like a Milwaukee. It's black and red, and even the stance, the way it's set up and looks, and the bolt patterns and the size, the proportions, everything about it, even the battery, looks like a Milwaukee tool. But it's got the little hex key on there, and I realized this is an impact driver, and they're real torquey things. And I was comparing this to a whole table full of other ones. Other impact drivers, cordless drills, a variety of things. I was seeing some Makita, I was seeing some Bosch, some stuff like that. And this one actually, by far, you could instantly, with no comparison, you could tell this had the most torque. Like the moment you touched that, it was almost jumping out of your hand. And you can hear it and you can physically feel like, whoa, like this thing has a crazy amount of torque in it. Either way, it's a badass little impact driver, possibly Milwaukee, and I paid like 40, 45 bucks for it, so I'm happy with that. And then what I'll take you upstairs, and I think I showed you before, was that badass Makita rotary drill I got, and I paid 45 bucks for that. So this big bad boy motherfucker right here. I cannot wait to start getting to work tomorrow and using this stuff out and just having fun. Yeah, it's been a great weekend.